My name is Mirelis Cruz, and I will be presenting my topic about Malice Miser and the Gothic aesthetic. For this presentation, I'll be introducing one of my favorite visual kei bands named Malice Miser. I'll start explaining its genre and style as well as a brief introduction of the original members. However, I'll emphasize my favorite era and concept of the group because of its important topic on culture and fashion. For those who don't know what visual kei is, it is an aesthetic culture created in Japan between rockers. It is not a music genre but a style which consists in the use of exaggerated makeup, hairstyles and clothes, and androgyny. The style must depend on the band's concept and subculture they belong to. So, Malice Miser was a famous Japanese and visual kei rock band. What makes Malice Miser so different from other visual kei bands that were before them is the fact they're pioneers of the elegant, gothic, aristocrat subculture. What they did was creating their own character based on fantasy elements and designing their clothes inspired on the 16th and 18th century approximately. But most importantly, is their magistral mixture on their songs that combines rock and metal with the classical music of the French Romanticism. Here are some pics of Malice Miser, and I will be introducing the original members in a very briefly way. First we have Mana. He is the band's founder and main guitarist. His character is represented by a goth Lolita. Also, we have Kosi, who founded the band along with Mana and played the second guitar. His character is represented by a Pierrot, which is similar to a clown. There was Kami, who was the band's drummer, and his character was represented by a butterfly. And Yuki, the band's bassist. He represents a pirate. However, Malice Miser had other members who got the most important role, singing. I want to focus on the second singer the band had because, as a fan, I am 100% sure he made the greatest contributions to their music and their style in order to become famous all over Asia and not just Japan. His name is Gak, and with his revolutionary ideas, he demonstrated to the band and the fans, whom had an ironic concept of what Gothic really means, about what it actually is like. Some people think Gothic just means the excessive use of black clothes, but the concept emerges from European architecture that followed a specific construction method. Buildings such as Notre Dame are part of the Gothic era. Buildings like these ones were characterized by their long, sharp edges and beautiful and colorful stained glasses as windows with different figures representing Catholicism. So what Gak wanted to let the audience know is that you can be gothic and still using bright and powerful colors as well as listening to some happy melodies sometimes. You can enjoy the pleasures of life and love and not just getting stuck in melancholy to follow the norm of what gothic is supposed to be at the eyes of the ignorant ones. Because the Gothic ideology focused more on individualism, philosophy, art, aesthetic, and intellectuality. To conclude, we can say there's some prejudice related to the Gothic style and the people who owns it when you don't know the roots of it. The style isn't had to be based on just listening to heavy metal and using a certain color for everything, for example, like most people think, but more like following the general aesthetic of the Gothic period, and this includes a certain type of dresses, hairstyles, and more. And talking again about Malice Miser, well, they disbanded 21 years ago. I can say the band is known for what it is today thanks to Gak's knowledge on Gothic and other aspects of the European culture. I wanted to bring this topic because as a person who studies social sciences, I love everything related to Western aristocracy and its culture in general. Besides that, I've always loved rock music, so when I know about Malice Miser, I fell in love with their music instantaneously. I think everyone should give their songs an opportunity, especially those who are interested in one of these two aspects I already mentioned, or those who are studying social sciences too, like me, and want to educate themselves more about European past ways of living and thinking. You can learn through their music. So this is the end of my presentation, and thanks for your attention.